Energy has to be balanced a certain way, not illusion. So you can have a certain amount of energy, so therefore if you got black people acting a fool, you see what I'm saying, or faking the funk, or dealing with the old paradigm, now that's on the way out. That's why you have several leaders falling by the wayside unprotected, because they're outside of the banner of the incoming current, or the current that has actually established itself. In this particular case, it is the Mayatean current. You see, so this is why you would see a brother like Dr. York in jail and locked down with 130 years. You see what I'm saying? Now, spite what all the people, because see, we don't need to be funny with this foolishness now. Before he went to jail, he was the Messiah for a great deal of people. You see what I'm saying? Let's tell it like it is. You know, several books on why he's the Messiah. I have some. I think I got one up here talking about all of this. And faking the funk, putting your face on the face of Osiris and dealing with a certain amount of energy, which you can do, but when the white boy roll, your shit gotta be legit. Because when the white boy come, you see, he coming, he's a warfare entity. And when you come, your shit, you can't be false. You can't be faking the doggone funk. You can't say you are the Osiris, the Jesus. You see what I'm saying? The Mahdi, the Melchizedek. And when the white boy, you can say these things, you can make these claims, but when the white boy rolls, you got to be on your game. Now, I'll give you an example. Now, he's the Melchizedek and all these things. Now, all of a sudden now, because the followers don't know where to turn, all of a sudden it's like, brother called me, brother. Yeah, some brother wrote into the website that we got at the Arkansas down there, because you can log on to Arkansas, well, Serious Times, and sign up to go on the website, and I have a little small website that I answer a lot of questions and stuff. So one brother, you know, for people daily. So one brother called in, you know, you black leaders, you know, especially you brothers in the metaphysics and stuff like that, and all, you know, in so many words that we're not supporting Dr. York, and you know, and I want to know something, because Bobby, you know that our black leaders, that the government has always come after our black leaders. I'm like, hold on, stop right there. I'm saying, no, hold on now. Before he went to prison, he was the Messiah. He was Melchizedek. He was Osiris. Now, since he's in prison, your mind can't justify that. Now, you done relegated him back down to a black leader. It's a difference. The government comes after, oh, no, wait a minute, hold on now. This is the man with the plan, and nobody else got no knowledge and no wisdom. Because he's divine in origin from the planet Ritz. Let's just drop on it how it is. Now, all of a sudden, because he's in jail, got 130 years, and the spaceships didn't show up, he's now a black leader. And now I'm wrong for not speaking out against it. I'm saying, no, I'm not speaking out against it, because I never supported a person calling themselves an entity from the planet Ritz who grew up in Marcy goddamn projects. Right here in New York City. But all of a sudden, he's from the planet Ritz. Now, I'm like, so one brother called, said, oh, brother, we are getting together with a petition. We're going to try to put some stuff together to get our brother out of jail. I said, oh, brother, I want to help him so much. Let me tell you what I propose. Let's go past going to petition these crackers down in Georgia. Let's call on some ambassadors or some, let's call on some ambassadors or some high prince or priests from the planet Ritz. And let's get into the planet Ritz. And then we can get the planet Ritz to come in and blow up the jailhouse and get him out of there. Then all of a sudden the brother got real quiet. I said, no, nigga, we got to deal with this. No, he didn't say he's not a Malcolm, he's not a Martin, he's not a Dr. Ben, he's not anybody. You see what I'm saying? It's working in here. No, he's from the planet Ritz. This is what he said out of his head to black folks in the 20th century, late 20th century, early 2000. All right? So I'm going to go with the man that is locked up based on his pedigree and what he says he is. So I don't want to hear nothing about going to no lawyers and going to no protests. No, let's deal with the planet Ritz. And let's get the shams, that's what he calls his spaceships. Let's get the shams to come in and blow up some stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because I know that the Mayachian principle is out for fucking charlatans. See what I'm saying? Now, the people, the followers are disenfranchised now. And this nigga is lying to the last day, telling people that when he gets sentenced, if they sentence him on the day he gets sentenced, the ships is coming. And last week they sentenced his ass and they got niggas walking around New York looking for the ships to come. See what I'm saying? So my point here is, you got to be real. You know, oh, H-Rap Brown, oh, they locked him down. H-Rap Brown had the black woman under the veil down in Atlanta, and some of the biggest dope dealers in the whole southern hemisphere. Tell the truth and shame the devil. And H-Rap Brown and that group killed a Rasta brother, shot this brother in the head, and the Rastafarian community mourned. I said, man, who was this cat they killed? Them people mourned and them people cried, and I said, you know, when you get this much black people with this much agony, it sets up a certain energy. And as a result, he on lockdown. So my point here is you got to come correct. You can't make claims on shit for self-grandizement. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't got it checked by it being the case in this particular aspect. You can't fake the funk. Because when the cracker roll, like they roll on me Friday after 9/11, that was that Tuesday, that was that, let's see, Tuesday got back that Friday, Saturday after 9/11, and they couldn't find the house. And me and the sister Kimberly from Long Island standing on the front porch, and they didn't see me or her. Rolled again about 2 months later and got the wrong street. And they used to do this to Marie Laveau. They'd come to arrest the Marie Laveau down in New Orleans several times and couldn't find the building, couldn't find the house, couldn't find her estate. You see what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make here is we're in a Mayachian current. And you can't be faking the funk no more because the people are going down, especially the patriarchal current. Now, hell, whenever you saw the Catholic priests getting revealed, it was time to get straight. See what I'm saying? And my point here is you cannot put something over, not the black people out in the street, because that's the dead person. They got the preachers for all of that. But you can't put nothing over on people that's searching for consciousness, and they come up in your stuff looking for enlightenment, and you gonna come and say you all of this. That's the, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, now see Freeman, as you know, one of the elders that's been on the scene for a couple of years, used to say that one thing that is not forgiven in the spirit world, most of the things that you think of as forgiven, really the spirit world don't even deal with what you do morally. That's such a mundane and political phenomenon that it's not even on that world, on that realm. But they said one thing that you can kill somebody, and hey, you see what I'm saying? You might get a star for killing somebody, taking them out of this. But one thing in the spirit realm that is not tolerated, if you stand in in the way of a person's enlightenment. And that's a reason for that, because they got a certain amount of people down here that has to be enlightened, because they got so many people that are not enlightened. So those ones that their souls were at a certain level to be enlightened, and they came back to be the ones down here, because there's got to be a certain percentage of people that's enlightened, and those particular ones, you cannot stand in their way. But you see, you cannot stand in their way. So some of these people will wake up, and they'll go for enlightenment, and they'll meet all kind of charlatans and stuff like that that'll stand in their way. And they say that is the greatest sin ever, is standing in the way of a person's enlightenment in the particular aspect of leading people down the wrong path. You see them leading people down the wrong path. You see what I'm saying? Standing in the way of enlightenment and stuff. So you got cult groups, not a cult groups, they're standing in the way from people getting a certain amount of enlightenment, and they are in the particular aspect of, they line up with the powers that be. And those powers that be, they say that the intruders, I'll pour this libation in a minute, they say that the intruders, which is a person that is not of an original source, but is intruding as an imposter, masquerading as something, but wasn't there in the beginning. The intruders that they call them in the Kabbalah, you see what I'm saying? They cause an incontinuance of learning. They cause an incontinuance of learning. That means that they're standing in the way of somebody's enlightenment. And that incontinuance of learning, they say, for the intruders cause luxury. See what I'm saying? Shop till you drop. Shoot. Go out there on Saturday and see how all the people walking around. You see what I'm saying? So the intruders cause an incontinuance of learning. So therefore, if you are a person that's standing in the way of a person's enlightenment, because you're taking advantage of the situation that they are learning with, and you're taking advantage of the situation, then at this particular time, you will be reprimanded by it. And that's one of the greatest sins ever. That's one of the greatest sins ever. If you want to say this particular sin, because basically, believe it or not, the universe don't give a damn about insignificant people. You really don't even exist when it comes to the universe. You only exist when you tap into those particular sources. We'll get deeper into that particular aspect, when you tap into that particular sources and stuff like that. You see, so, and we will deal with that now, but I want to make this clear. Anybody got any questions on these things right now? You know, speak. We family. We don't have to be silent about things. Because my point here is all of a sudden now, you know, before that he was the man from the planet Ritz. And the shams was coming and all this. Now all of a sudden, because he's in jail and got 130 years, he's been reduced back down to a black leader. And so I'm supposed to go and rally behind. No, fuck that. You know, he's supposed to be the Messiah. Tell the niggas from the planet Ritz to come in and save him. Now, I know magic work. I got a friend named Yusuf that lived in a little small town in Tennessee. Used to live in Atlanta for about 10 years ago. And they arrested him down in some little cracker town in Florida. And he got in that jail and started doing, and he started doing them with their wazifas. Because all religions have a certain form of magic. And he started doing those wazifas or whatever into Islam, alhamdulillah, 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 and a damn tornado came through the jail and knocked down the jail. They said, let that nigga out. You see. So I know you can do these things. I know you can do these things. You see. You know what I'm saying? I know you can do these things. So my point here is the homeboys up in there and all is because let me tell you something. Don't let nobody fool you. You can't believe in nothing on a high spiritual level and a nigga get 130 years and he, at this particular time, you see what I'm saying? And he's supposed to be on a spiritual path. No, homeboy ain't on no spiritual path. Homeboy was fronting. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he didn't lift some of you people up to a certain doggone level, but you got to understand you followed him. They don't even come with this black leader stuff. And I'm saying this type of stuff to show you the importance. You see what I'm saying? To show you the importance on how you're dealing with stuff, how they're bumping people off. And this Mayachian realm actually started, you might as well say this thing started in 2000. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm just trying to say it's the same thing. You cannot fake the funk anymore. And you know what? Rescue me if I'm wrong. Just look at people that you know and people that needed their comeuppance, as we call it, or somebody who needed something, that's been fucking up a long time, and ask yourself, there's a lot of reciprocity and retribution started coming on these people. People you know in your life going through hell. That's because we're in that particular cycle. They talk in that particular cycle in Europe, they talk about the rise of Olokun. And when Olokun rises, the undercurrent thought rises and you can't front no more. Well, it's the same thing. You can't have deception and ulterior motives. You see what I'm saying? Ulterior motives. So we're now talking about, at this particular time, the good part about that is it's not necessarily the chastisement because that particular realm, the Aset's realm or the Mayachian realm is now ushered in. Now is the time to use magic. It's the only thing going now is magic. But there's a way you have to do it. You just can't run up to these stores and get these books that the white folks give you because a lot of that stuff is defunct. You have to, we'll go into that now. I'm getting ahead of myself. But now is the time to use a lot of magic. Now's the time to use a lot of magic. Like I said, last time, 100 people saw me the last time I was here, and there's a tape that you need to get. How many people saw the love tape?